Hey everybody, I'm out here shooting the Benjamin Fortitude again, and I've had it for a few weeks. I've shot a lot of pellets through this thing, and today I'm going to do some more pellet testing. Now that this gun is well beyond its break-in period, and we're going to really nail down which pellet is going to shoot the best out of this thing. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy this journey with me. Alright, so the first pellet up is the Gamo Redfire, weighing at 15.1 grains. We're going to shoot 5 pellets. Dude, that was phenomenal. That's at 30 yards. That's a good pellet. Alright, now we're going to shoot the Crosman Premier hollow points that weigh in at 14.3 grains. So, not a bad group. As you can see, not near as good as the Gamos. But anyway, we'll move on now. Alright, now we are going to be shooting the JSB Diablo Exact Jumbo Heavies, weighing in at 18.13 grains. That is a good group. Looking at group 1 and group 3, notice how the group is a little bigger on the JSBs, but you know, as far as like the spread between all the touching pellets, but there's only one group instead of 2. So, you know, do with that what you will. Either way, I think both those pellets shoot great. I do think it's interesting that they shoot so far to the left, so, you know, that could be an issue when you go like further down range. I'm not 100% sure if those get further and further left as you go further out, or what. But that is kind of weird. But anyway, still good group. Alright, so now I'm shooting the Crosman Premier Copper Magnums, weighing in at 14.4 grains. Alright, not a terrible group. It's interesting, it did the same thing that the Gamos did. Got 3 super tight and then 2 nearby also super tight, so the same thing going on there. You know, not bad. It is, you know, those 2 sitting off, that's kind of significant, you know. That's like a probably ½ inch away. Still hunting worthy for sure, but you know, I certainly wouldn't want to try to compete with groups or anything with that. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so here's a pellet I've got high hopes for. This is the Barracuda Hunter from H&N. They weigh in at 18.21 grains, and they got a really sweet hollow point on them. So I've never actually shot these out of this gun, but I'm hoping they fare well, and if they do, I'll definitely be using them for hunting. Anyway, here we go. That's a problem. I forgot to slide the bolt forward like a freaking noob. All right, so that's 5 shots. That's really not a terrible group, to be honest with you. It's a little spread out, but it is relatively consistent. And to be honest with you, that's like a 3/4 inch group. So at 30 yards, it's not like fantastic, but you know, if I'm shooting a skunk at 30 yards, I can definitely take that shot with confidence. So I might try using these hunting soon. Anyway, moving on. All right, so the last pellet we're gonna try today is the Rabbit Magnum Power from H&N. These weigh in at a whopping 25.31 grains. I bought these originally just for the fact that I'm gonna be buying the Akela when it comes out from Benjamin, and I figured, you know what, why not just see how the Fortitude handles them. So here we go. I don't expect much, being how incredibly heavy these are. I don't totally expect the Fortitude to handle these well, but we'll find out. Hopefully this thing doesn't like blow up in my face because it's so heavy. I'm gonna aim high, actually. I'm gonna aim at the very top of the target there because I anticipate a lot of drop. Oh my gosh, it still dropped below. Holy cow. Now we gotta do this just for fun at this point. Obviously this is not the gun to shoot these pellets with, but we'll still see what happens. I'm gonna aim at that, right as you see flow there at the end, I'm gonna aim at that little dot at the bottom of the O. Oh my gosh, it's way down there. All right, so maybe if I put this thing on the highest power setting, it'd do better, but I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna keep playing around with this and see what happens. I'm gonna aim at the very bottom of that L right there. Wow, that is a ton of drop. And you can see the pellet. I hope you guys can see it when you're watching this video, like I just saw a flash of it. That pellet does not look stable at all. I'm gonna use the same aim point again. Well, that time it went way up high. Huh. It went up high again right there, so that's actually not as much drop. Either way, that's awful grouping. So don't use these slugs in your Fortitude, FYI. So anyway, that was sad. But when I get the Akela, that thing's got way more power, and hopefully we'll get way better results. So these other ones, they all did actually pretty good with, if you're just using this gun to hunt, specifically at like closer range, you know, inside of like probably 45 yards, I think they're all going to do okay. The Barracudas there, at 45, you're probably pushing the limit of what you can do. I mean, you're not going to hit something in the eyeball with it like you will with some of these other pellets, but you could still hit vitals on a big critter like a raccoon or something. These other ones, they did all pretty good. You know, none of them, well, I say no, the JSBs there, those were the jumbo heavies weighing in at 18.13. That's a pretty good group. So if I just re-zeroed to that, you know, that's certainly acceptable. I've actually been using the Gamos to hunt with just because I like that tip. It's really good at penetrating. And that's a pretty good group. So anyway, there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope it was informative. So if there's another pellet that you want me to try in this gun, comment below. I'll see if I can get a 10 of them and we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Bye.